All right, letting this thing slowly drain. I got a bunch of plastic stuff out of the engine bay. What I've learned so far is that BMW does things really cleanly. I find a lot of stuff is the way I would do it. I like that the ECU is right here. All of your electronics for the motor and probably transmission too are right here. So I'm going to figure out how to loosen this up. This is the only connectors that go to the chassis, so I'll take this, fold it over the motor, and then that can lift out. I'm going to work on getting all of this stuff out without making too big of a mess. The transmission is going to come out with the motor and stay connected, so if I can leave it on here and just grab it with my cherry picker, I will. But I'm draining the coolant because I absolutely hate when the floor just gets covered in coolant. So the engine's looking pretty darn clean. You know, this has 143 something thousand miles on it. You got some oil from probably the EGR, which is pretty normal. I'm sure I'll have to get in here and clean the intake ports with some walnut blasting. But everything's looking like a typical 143,000 mile, you know, diesel. The plastics look like they're pretty good. And this thing just looks awesome. I'm pumped. All right, I think this is going to be today's stopping point. Not bad for day one. I like to get all the mechanics out, and then once all of the mechanical stuff is out, I will go through the entire chassis and remove all electronics that appear to be necessary. I just disconnected the battery, which had a, it looked like a battery management like system on it. I've had people warn me that this thing is critical to running the car. We'll find out about that. I'll take it out with the entire, you know, electronic assembly, since I've been told that that's important. But this thing actually seems pretty, you know, pretty well organized electronically. The ECU sat there. I removed it and sat it over on the bench. And, you know, this all just disconnects from the plugs, so you can totally just take all the electronics for the trans and engine with, you know, that as a bundle. And then I'll come back through and follow this to wherever it goes and undo it. The annoying thing is with CAN bus, you can just have two wires that go from this to the rest of the car, and that'll make you need the entire rest of the car. So, you know, whatever I got to do to get the thing running on a on a pallet as a crate motor. So I got all the coolant drained out of it. Took a while, but all in all, it's going pretty well.